I was working on a set for a movie called Dark Match, and an AC, like a camera operator, she came up to me and she was like, so what do you want to do in film? And I was like, I want to direct, I want to write, but I am really focusing on acting right now. This is just something that I am really passionate about, and I've been for a long time, and I just want to find more acting stuff. But it's pretty difficult to find stuff right now in Edmonton. And she was like, well, actually, I have a casting call that's up for Grotesque. And I was like, I think I've heard that name before, but show me. And I was like, might as well, you know? And I almost missed the deadline. I think I sent it in at like 11:55, and I've later on gotten to know Julie, and apparently late casting notices are a big faux pas. Like, they're a big no-no for her. So it just ended up working out where they loved my audition tape. They wanted to include me in the project. And I obviously said yes. I was like, this is amazing. I ended up going to set without knowing anyone, and it's completely like changed my life. Like, I've gotten to know so many people and made so many friends and established connections that are beyond what I could have imagined this project to be. I feel like sometimes you go into work and you're like, okay, I'm gonna do my job and then leave. But with Grotesque, it felt like so much more than just a project, and that has really, it's been a really sweet experience, and I love everybody that I've worked on set.
So can you tell us about Brendan Reiner's directing style?
He is very hands-on. He is on set. He likes telling you what to do. He gives you a lot of freedom. He has his little quirks and what he likes in his style. But as an actor, he gives you so much freedom to play around with your characters. And, you know, I'm a very particular director when I do my own thing. So it was so contrasting seeing his style, because I'd be like, okay, do you want me to do this small movement with my character, or do you want me to do this, or how do you feel about this? And he'd be like, whatever the character you feel the character needs is up to you. The character's yours. It's out of my hands. So I think that is a very unordinary quality of his directing, but he definitely has his quirks. He loves just interacting with everyone and making sure that it's a fun experience, and just, if he likes something, he'll like laugh and be like, oh, that's so good. Yeah. I'd say Clea is a mean girl. She is the typical girl that never really grew out of high school, that she's kind of living in that past. But I think in high school she could be mean and get away with it, but in the real world you can't really translate that meanness that you had as a teenager. So I think she's mean in an unclassy way, very childish way. I think she's a bit misunderstood, because I think to a certain level she does care about people. Based on Grotesque 2, you kind of see her go back and check on people, but it definitely does seem like somebody who definitely should let go of the past. Her scenes are pretty fun to film, because she's so different from who I am. And she had one of the best death scenes, I have to say. Everybody who was there were people who stayed longer than they should have on set because they wanted to see how this scene was going to play out. And I had to run so much that day, and my asthma, I could not do it. I had my puffer in my pocket. It was so fun to film because everybody was just so hyped up about this specific death scene. It's one of the most fun parts of the project, I'd say.